It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Whoops, I still hadn't changed this one down. So there we go. CBD and Eric's gonna unlock Kabam Jacks.
I am the Senate.
Kabam Jacks seems to be doing quite okay. I'll check my line. Okay, fine. Where's your message? Okay. Oh, thank you very much, Safe. Appreciate that. Okay. Okay, it's fairly blurry image, but I'll take a look at it.
Shut up and take my money.
Eric Nelson, $2. I love Kabam Jack's line PLS.
Okay, yeah, so he basically confirmed what kind of has been happening up until now all the time. If you change your progression level, then you get the new offers. But yeah, it's good to have a concrete answer there. Do I think Kabam will screw Thronebreaker players with offers? Yes, I do. I do that most Thronebreaker players are not going to be happy with them. I think if they would exist in a vacuum, maybe Thronebreaker players wouldn't feel screwed, but since you're gonna get to see better versions of Paragon offers, you're gonna feel like you're getting screwed nonetheless. I mean, do you think you can get weekly and monthly? A week with moderate grind, like 2-3 hours a day, you can get around 2,000 units all together. If you open your battle chips and if you try to do daily events, stuff like that, you can get about 2,000 units a week. About 8-10,000 units a month, I'd say. With, like, you know, fairly decent level of commitment. With very, very light grind, you can get easily 1,000 units, without a doubt. But hey, what's up, Walmarks? What's up, AnkitQ? How many... Okay. No meme plan for free-to-play Thronebreaker players for your stream? Very well then. Look forward to seeing it. Yeah, we missed you too. I missed you too. Took me 2 months exactly to grind 40k units. Yeah, that sounds about right. You know, that's somewhere in that middle of, you know, 2,000 to 1,000 per week units. You know, probably, you know, you didn't grind equally every week and stuff like that. Unit store will... I do not know exactly how the unit store will work. But I think there are going to be 1,000 and 2,000 unit bundles that you need to spend 5,000 in total in order to unlock like 5,000 unit offers, and then once you have spent like 15,000, you're going to have access to 3,000 unit offer. That's kind of like, you know, the final one. So I think initially it was something like that in last time around. Yes, 1k 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 2k 2k 2k, then there were 3 5k unit offers and 2 3k, something like that. And the base idea is that you need to spend 5,000 units in between the first 1,000 and 2,000 unit bundles. Once you have spent 5,000 units already, you can pick in between which 5,000 unit bundles you want, and if you spend 15,000, you have access to the last ones or something like that. What's up, Meliodas? How are you doing? But you know that I don't know that. That's just kind of how it was before. Thanks, yes, because I realized they got 1k units within the past few days from doing arena and some Act 7. Yeah, obviously, if you do story content, stuff like that, then you can get some extra units there. Which battle chip crystals do you think it's best to open? I have made a video on it, and if you open bigger ones, you can win big or you can lose big. But they are by far the most riskier. It's I explained it comparing to if you toss a coin and you bet on that. If you open the biggest crystal, you effectively bet 10 pounds on the result. You're either going to win 10 pounds or you're going to lose 10 pounds, right? If you bet 1 pound on a coin toss, but if you do it 10 times, you are quite unlikely to walk away with 0 pounds. you're quite unlikely to walk away with 10 pounds. You're probably gonna end up somewhere in the middle, which means something around, you know, 4 to 6 pounds, something like that. So you open the cheapest arena crystals. You open the cheapest arena crystals. You get most date entry points, and statistically you are most likely to get an average amount of units. And if you open more expensive crystals, you have bigger chance of deviating from that average, for better or worse. So what I'm trying to say, if units really do matter to you, then probably want to go with the smaller ones, because then you get the average. Because if you open the big crystals, it can very easily be where you get very, very little or nothing. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of my approach. And units unlock, spend 5k units. Yeah, pretty much that. Do you think paragon offers are going to be juicy? I can see it being either way. I think so, yeah. I'm going to tell you why I think paragon offers are going to be quite juicy. Because we saw greater gifting crystals return and stuff. I do think Kabam wants that money very badly this time around. Debating whether or not I want to drop extra or just not buy one. Well, you'll see. You don't think about it, Eric, before you see them. Because, you know, you need to figure out which items do you need, right? The way I will approach those offers, you know, by far. I'm interested in rank 4 materials, signature stones. Awakening gems, you know, nice, we don't need them that much. New champion acquisition, 6-star shards, you know, nice, I don't need them that much. I always like rank up materials, be that for rank 3s and rank 4s. And signature stones, that's all I can. Fancy making a synergy tier list? Not right now. You should remind me that in 2 weeks or so. Maybe I would try to give it a go. Or some version of it, I guess. I want everything except... No, nobody wants really 5-star stuff, I'd say. I absolutely... I pretty much ignore the 5-star stuff, because I really don't care about 5-star stuff. I think there is a decent chance that we can see rank 5 materials for the first time ever. It could have been spring cleaning, can be this, or Kabam might be pulling them back if they want to push gears for a while, so we might see them later either as well. So I think there is a chance, yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised either way if we do or don't see them. Hey, what's up, Emma? How are you doing? Good morning to you. My only plans for this weekend is have 2 new rank 4s, that's it. Fair play. 2 new rank 4s. Are you sure you're gonna get that many? Rank Korg, rank 2 with synergies season. Oh yeah, with synergies, Korg can do some damage, yeah. I think it's the Mojo one. Still, Korg, absolutely hate that champion. What's up, Wolverine? How are you doing? What the hell money I'm gonna... Well, then do that. If you can afford everything, you can buy everything. Obviously, it's your stuff. Your money. Your choice. I definitely can't afford everything, so I'm not even gonna try. For instance, opening 100 big arena chips, if you lose 20, won't bother you. But if you just open 20, nothing. Well, it's not just that. As in, like, if you open 100, it's quite easily to get very bad results of those 100. Like the first opening of those Thronebreaker arena crystals, I opened like 100, I think, as well, or a bit over, because I had like 2 million battle chips, and I got quite lucky. I got like way above what I should have gotten. But then I opened like 1 million or close to 1 million later on, and I got less than half of what you'd normally expect. So it varies a lot. But I know what you mean. Like, if you think you have enough data entry points, it's worth a shot. But still, again, the more data entry points you have, the more crystals you open individually, the more chances that you're going to be hitting the average mark anyways. Hey, what's up, James? How are you doing? Can you make a highlight shorter version of that meme stream, please? Yeah. I will. I mean, it's not. I think I will. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go over the memes. Do you see message in game? I think the picture shows cat a 6. 1 second. I'm pretty sure there. I'm not pretty sure, but I think there probably will be a 3 to 4 gem for Paragon players. Yes, in unit offers. There will definitely, in my opinion, not gonna be 3 to 4 gem for cash offers though. Where is the tease for rank for 6? Which materials do you think? You mean the one on far left side? No, that's still there. Tier 6 basic fragments, tier 3 alpha fragments, tier 5 class catalyst fragments, and tier 5 basics. That's exactly what you see in the picture. Nothing else. I hope we don't see rank 5 materials. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset if we don't. Yes, he's mediocre but gets preferred for Balagons. Oh, you're gonna use Korg and Balagons. I should have probably grinded for Korg, but I didn't. I don't care. I'm not that fast about Korg and Balagons, to be honest, either way. I probably wouldn't put him in my deck. But then again, I'm very kind of picky what I put in my deck. I hope they're gonna put some new nodes in Balagons beta when it comes back. Has anybody seen John since Emma started throwing axes? Ah, that's funny, you should ask. I don't think so. Anyway, so I don't see videos. Ooh, that'd be awesome. I'd love that. That'd be a very good video, Ankit. I'd love to showcase that. I need to get back to make... I have so much to do. I have kind of missed out on so much. Kind of, you know, angry with myself in that regard, but... sometimes there's just not much you can do. Just kind of, I don't know, felt defeated. Where, you know. I don't want to get into that. Hey, what's up, Maverick? How are you doing? Some Come On brings calendar for a week. For 4th. For the first time, Come On brings a calendar for a week. For 4th. Like, are they though? Like, is it... Where has it been confirmed that they're bringing calendar for a week for 4th? I think the calendar they bring might just be the Summoner Appreciation thing that's starting slightly earlier, no? You know, I might be wrong, but I haven't seen the post. Anyways. You need units too? Well, then get grinding. Everybody needs units. Since I have become Paragon, only thing I've been getting... I actually have gotten a whole bunch of different things. I have gotten 5,000 6-star shards. Haven't gotten a 6-star champion. But I have gotten quite a lot of tier 5 CCs, 10 and 20%. It's cool that sometimes you get like 9,000 tier 5 CC frags. And I have gotten half and full tier 5 basics. I have gotten some tier 2 alphas as well. Again, obviously half and full ones. They had a little smile. I did. I chuckled a bit. When by the way, guys, here's the thing. This is how unhinged Emma is. Imagine this. Imagine this atrocity. You ready? Hey, what's up, Krishna? What's up, Rick? The in-game else. Oh, cool. Okay, fair enough. Then it is in different calendar. Yes, correct. How was your weekend? My weekend was... I'm gonna say quiet. I think that's gonna be good enough. Like, no, okay, fair enough. It was your fault. No, okay, so let me explain exactly what the horrible... So you got wasted? I actually didn't. The thing is, I thought I would. I actually thought I would, but I didn't. Because I started it, I opened the bottle, had like one glass, And I made the second glass, and I hardly touched the second glass. So it turns out I don't even get wasted anymore, or want to get wasted anymore. When I thought I did. Turns out maybe I just wanted a single drink. Might need your help after stream. Having some issues with the EOP challenge mission. Sure thing. Do you have Oliver's contact, the bullfighter? By the way, can somebody just invite Oliver to the moderator chat? I think that would be easier. Yeah, you might as well just invite Oliver, the bullfighter, yeah, to moderator chat, and that would solve out quite a lot of problems. Getting all night? Yeah, I think so. What's up, Biswas? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Your videos are great. First one I ever saw was collected where Sun collected rune crystals, and the mathematics behind it, I thought that was pretty cool. But I still no 5-star Punisher. I have gotten lucky to get a 5-star Punisher. Well, here's the thing. If you really want the 5-star Punisher, it's fairly common in Thronebaker rune crystals. That is one of the things where you can kind of go and experiment with those crystals, because if you open regular rune crystals, it's fairly common to get 3-star Punisher. If you open uncollected rune crystals, it's fairly common to get 4-star Punisher. And if you open well, the highest ones anyways, the 50k crystals, it's fairly common to get 5-star Punisher in those. Obviously, it's still super rare to get, you know, the 6-star Punisher, which I don't have, for instance, and stuff like that. But the lower star version that's in those crystals is always fairly common. So what did the unhinged Emma do? Well, that's very simple. So I'm just sitting outside being kind of like meh, having a smoke, and all of a sudden my girlfriend texts me a screenshot of some feet and an instruction asking, can you ask well, she basically said, can you ask me whose feet are those? And you know, all's fun and games, but considering the circumstances, until I gave my girlfriend an appropriate answer, she wasn't amused. She was like, what the fuck are you looking at other women's feet, kind of thing. Yeah, so it turns out that she sent a screenshot, I don't know, but a picture of Brie Larson's feet to my girlfriend with instructions to forward it to me. And then, you know, unsuspecting me, not, you know, expecting anything like that to come from my girlfriend, just get utterly exposed to that abomination. And yeah, I felt like I have been done in a bit. Where's White Mom with your Fatman emoji? I don't know, where is he? You totally deserved? I did not. Had a bottle of cognac for 4 years, pour myself glass. Yeah, I have had this bottle for like 3 years, I think. I hadn't opened it. Soap. I just opened, yeah, but I definitely have had it for about 3 years now, I think. Kudos to Emma. Shut up, Q. Shut up, chill rim. Larson, how good feet or something? Oh no, Brie Larson has disgusting feet. Just Google Brie Larson's feet and check out the images. In some of the images, she looks like those feet, you know, are kind of like done together somewhat nicely, but there are some really weird, disgusting pictures of her feet. Just go and check it out yourself. When do you release your tier list update? It's gonna be this week, don't worry. I need to do the top list first. We were worried I had to do something. Why'd you be worried? I mean, yeah, fair enough, I guess. I wasn't doing the best. I mean, I still am not, but I need to somehow, you know, just move on. As in, like, do shit. Wish I had the luxury of just not doing anything for a week, but I don't. No. Oh, but as I'm only calling, but that's far below that when the compensation was made. Sorry, what are you talking about, Jeffrey? Didn't quite catch that. I don't know what is all about the breeze feed. Can you pull off pictures? No, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. If I couldn't reply to any of our messages. Well, it's very simple. I just didn't open line at all. That's always the beauty of internet, isn't it? When you spaz out, nobody can barge into your room and go, hey, get your shit together. I'm like, no, thank you. I prefer my shit to be all across the room. And there is nothing any of you can do about it. Sucks, don't it? Run through Rank 7 yesterday, that kind was okay. Oh yeah, but all of those bosses are basically the same in a sense that when you fight the first time, you know, you just kind of need to figure them out, the little kind of like nooks and crannies of those fights. And then, yeah, you just go for it. And then once you learn those fights, just smack them real good. Ah, whatever, he's dead. Do you also hope they release new Thor after Love and Thunder? I doubt they will. I really, really, really doubt they will. I don't think there is a slot for a new Thor this year either. I think we're more likely to get another 3 versions of Jane Foster than Thor. What do you think about the Kang 6000 unit bundle? Easily passed on that one. I'm not that fast, you know. Kang has been like, Kang 6-star has been in greater gifting crystals for a bunch, you know, already, so let them, you know. I didn't get Kang, I didn't get Vision either. I just don't think they're worth 6,000 units. If they were like 3,000 units, I'd grab them, yeah. That's what I would pay for a 6-star that I don't have, that I also don't ever plan on ranking. You know what I mean? So if it was 3,000 units, I'd go grab them both. 6,000 units, no, I don't think it's worth it. I don't have a 6-star Kang. I have 6-star Thanos, 5-star Thanos, and 5-star Kang, but I don't have a 6-star Kang. Don't need one either. The Vision, you know, I kind of want that Vision, but at the same time, again, I think 6,000 units is way too much. For a champion that also would require me to put like 200 SIGs in him, if I choose to rank him up, which I probably won't, partially because of that SIG thing. Yeah, no, I'm good, you know. When they're gonna offer them for like 3,500 units, you know, I'd grab the Vision, because you kind of never know, but not for 6,000 units, not right now, just before July sales, when I'm gonna use my all of my units for resources that actually matter. Lucky Man revealed who are the 2 new characters for next month. I mean, Kabam revealed it anyways yesterday, but if he did it by accident, you know, it happens. Do we have a date to when EOP returns? So this Wednesday are the rewards. Next Wednesday it returns. We're gonna have basically a Wednesday off, and then next Wednesday it returns. Sorry. Yeah, next Wednesday. So it should return. Eternity of Pain, new set of Eternity of Pain stuff. Should start on 6th of July. How to farm ISO? Grind arena, open crystals. That's the go-to way. Yeah, oh no, they did reveal it. They did reveal on Twitter like 2 days ago by posting a screenshot basically of Gore's weapon against Valkyrie's weapon. And they actually made like a full-on video that I covered. I actually yesterday made a video about it as well, that they revealed Gore and Valkyrie. So yeah, don't think, you know. Okay, I was still talking and I didn't know there was Thronebreaker crystals that would give you punch. And I don't know how those crystals are called. 1 second. Well, they're basically the 50k crystals. They give you 5-star Punisher fairly frequently. You're not obviously by any means guaranteed to get them from a pop of 10 or something like that. But these Thronebreaker Arena crystals give you 5-star Punisher at the same rate small Arena crystals give 3-star Punishers. You know, I'm sure you have gotten tons of 3-star Punisher, right? If you keep opening Thronebreaker crystals, you have a fairly good chance of getting a 5-star Punisher. I got it in, like, first time I opened these crystals quite quickly and easily. The animation. Swords are lame. Well, we'll see. You know, the one thing that really bothered me in this game is champions with swords that do not bleed opponents. And like the definition, not the definition, but you know, the main purpose of a sword is to cut your opponent. Cut, stabby, stabby, cutty. As in like, make blood or whatever else runs in opponent's body to spill out. And then we have like Angel and Heimdall, who basically are fighting with like some sort of clubs. Even with clubs, if you hit somebody in the head, you know, they start bleeding and shit. Like, nope, Angel bleeds? No, what's a bleed? Heimdall, what's a bleed? You know, so stupid. Mango Super Scroll Vision Arc is for BG's defense. I'd probably go with, personally, with, it depends how strong your Mystic defense is. If your Mystic defense isn't, you know, filled with Ebony, Moss, Sasquatches, Man-Things, and Mojos and stuff like that, I'd go with Mangog. But otherwise, Vision Arcus. Think. Which Urine Crystals best for units? We actually covered this already. All of them are the same for units, statistically. You know, if you get mathematical average, if you have like 10 million battle chips, whatever, statistically you're gonna get about the same from all of them. You know, with the standard variation of deviance. The trick lies in the number of data entry points. It depends how many battle chips you have. Because the more data entry points, the more likely you are going to get an average result. Again, compare it to, for instance, in a situation where you have 50 pounds, right? It's 50,000 battle chips. So you can toss a coin one time, and whether you're going to win big or lose everything, and then you go home with nothing. Or you can toss that coin 5 times for, you know, 10,000 battle chips a pop or 10 pounds a pop, and you're probably gonna, you know, in that coin toss contest win 2 or 3 statistically. You're not gonna go away with 50 pounds. You're not gonna go away with 0 pounds if you bet 10 pounds 5 times, right? Because coin toss is like, you know, kind of 50-50 type of thing. And then if you open the cheapest one, you cost the coin 25 times for, you know, 2 pounds or 2,000 battle chips a time. And then again, it is much more likely that you're gonna get some average result. You're gonna probably get, you know, so if you cost it 25 times, you're probably gonna, you know, get it right, what, 12, 13, 11, 14 times, something like that, within standard deviation. So you're much more likely to get an average result by tossing the coin many more times, because, you know, it would be virtually impossible for you to guess that coin toss 50 times in a row and get them, sorry, 25 times in a row and get all the money. But if you toss it once, again, you can get all the money, or you can get none of the money. So that's exactly the same thing with these ring crystals. If you open the big ones, you can win big or you can lose big. But the safest thing is to open the smallest arena crystals, because that gives you the most tries, and in between the most tries, you get most chance of getting, you know, the average amount of units. I'm just curious if you want. Player profile. I mean, we started game at launch and didn't play, so on. Oh, and yeah, I was just curious. What I... Talking Jeff. Alright, yeah, I was just curious if you thought it was uncool or monetizing, whatever you want to call it. Just... I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about there, Jeffrey. Blunt weapons are good for people who want to feel a sensation of crushing the bone. Yeah, but again, then a blunt weapon by definition is not a sword, though, is it? Is bruise not just... no, eternal bleeding is something different than a bruise. Because, you know, it's kind of like... That's not like a persistent actual bleeding. It's when you have squashed some blood vessels below the skin, but you don't continuously kind of bleed. Eternal bleeding is basically when your blood is flowing out freely in some place where it shouldn't be flowing out, you know, and that can actually heal you. A bruise, you know, doesn't kill you. It doesn't. Once you get a bruise on your hand, you know, it doesn't keep on flowing blood in there, and you don't get a big blood bubble on your hand, and it doesn't, you know, take away all the blood from your body. Eternal bleeding does. So yeah, bruises are not quite the same thing. Any thanks for answering questions from those who don't send super chats. Most YouTubers aren't like that. Well, if I answered questions from those who send super chats to me, I wouldn't be talking to anyone. You know, I do try to answer as many messages as I can, though. Don't worry about that. Swords are plastic? No, they're not. I got one 2 days and I was worried. Totally understand that you need a break, but I couldn't help myself worrying. Your stream and videos are such a relaxing time for me. Yeah, well, I wasn't feeling the best, like, you know, I'll be honest. I was doing the best. But, you know, I'm here now, so... Stop, Messiah, how are you doing? And stop booing me. Stop booing me, Messiah. I have a 6-star rank 3 Corvus, only rank 3 so far. I have a 5-star Cosmic Gem on unranked Corvus, or max CGR. I'd go CGR. Jeffrey, I'd go CGR 100%. If you, especially if you already have a 6-star Corvus. Thanks for all the info. No worries, you're welcome, man. Pretty excited about July 4th. What do you expect in the surprise calendar? I doubt it's gonna be units. It's probably gonna be, you know, the standard stuff. Some tier 5 basic frags, some tier 12 things. Maybe some sort of crystal. I don't expect much from it. But then again, as I discussed with Kabam before, it's always when they do something new.
I am the Senate.
It's always when they do something new for the first time. It's actually quite decent. It's only when they return it year after year, it's kind of shit. Like always, if you notice, for instance, when Kabam first time released Rifts, right? Rifts had, you know, really good rewards for the time. And then every time they brought the Rifts back, they were just kind of less interesting, less, you know, rewarding, because the game economy had moved on and the Rifts not so much. Similar as when they introduced any kind of like special calendar. Like they did one of those holiday calendars. I remember like 5 years ago or something, they put tier 2 alpha in there as the main item, and that was a time when most people only had 1 or 2 rank 4s.
What the fuck is going on?
And that was huge. The tier 2 alpha was like an absolutely massive thing. And then 3 years later, they still only had the tier 2 alpha there as a main reward, and the value of tier 2 alpha was way down, and it didn't mean much. So what I'm trying to say is Kabam often does something surprisingly good if they come up with something fresh out of gate, but if they rehash something that they have done in the past, it's almost always kind of underwhelming compared to what it was the first time around. Even if you look at the Eternity of Pain, you know, in comparison by Summer of Pain. Eternity of Pain is like a cheap bootleg discount version of Summer of Pain, where Summer of Pain had 3 sets of rewards. Summer of Pain had the initial milestones, then we had the final quest, which obviously was harder, but that had separate set of milestones, and it had the it also had the completion exploration rewards. And Eternity of Pain is just, you know, it's shorter, fair enough, it's going to repeat it 4 times, but basically they have stretched out Summer of Pain into a year-long event, and every time it comes around it just feels, you know, yeah, at the moment. It doesn't feel like, you know, awful, it doesn't, but it does also definitely is nowhere near as good as Summer of Pain was. So, with that calendar, you know, there's actually somewhat decent chance that it could be quite decent calendar, because it's first time ever that they're doing it. Time to sleep. See you later, Q. You deserve the boo. Why do I deserve the boo? Why do I deserve it? Well, yeah, I should probably go get a haircut and a trim on my beard. And say donate you, but I have severe gambling addiction, so no money. It's alright, don't worry about Jeffrey Maxwell. I hope you deal with your gambling addiction. It's a very big thing. I'm actually definitely gonna make a video for July offers as well. Just reminding people that at the end of the day, you're meant to spend in this game because you know, like playing it, not because you have to. And, you know, just kind of remind people not to spend the money that they don't necessarily have. Because I have been there plenty of times myself, where I spent money on this game that, you know, I regret spending. So I'm definitely gonna make a video like a day before the sales go live about it or so. I'm just trying to find my CGR. Nice. Yeah, CGR is quite good, definitely. What is scary, James? What are you afraid of? Undo Bishop. Undo Bishop is good. Yes, even Undo Bishop is good rank. 12k units now? No BC. How much more should I target? Non-spender? Well, ideally you're not gonna get enough. Ideally you want to have like 18,000 minimum, I'd say. But you can't get 6,000 units. So yeah, so just try to get as many as you can. I think, you know, every 1,000 units that you get will probably allow you to buy something more. Okay, Q, chill out. For something that counts inside Cyprus, now those things are junk. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Cavs are like, meh. 5 awakening. Rips had 5 awakening gems when 5-star awakening gems are super rare. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. When they do something new, you know, it's good. When they update, rehash, or upgrade, they never upgrade it enough. So, you know, that's just a kind of tendency with Kabam. It's kind of like, I don't know, when Alliance War started, the first set of Alliance War rewards were insane, where you got the resources that you could never get in this game otherwise. Now, even winning Alliance War season is kind of like, you know, cool. You know, it's not gonna be game changing. It was initially. It's always like that with Kabam. When they keep rehashing the same thing, it just kind of falls behind. What crystal? No, I don't think any of those cow crystals are worth it. Maybe 2020 or 2021. But if you go play this game for a while, I don't think any of these new cow crystals are quite worth it. Login calendars, cows, runback, and paragon, so I'm not expecting much unless it's units. Oh, so yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, and we'll see what they do. I'm personally not like, you know, hyper focused on the calendar either. What's Karate Mike taking about not taking EOP rewards? Oh, that's not what he's saying. What he's saying, actually, I actually haven't catch that, but he's quite clever, and you know, it can be useful. I'm gonna wait as well. I'm not gonna claim my Eternity of Pain rewards today, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with my account till July 4th sales. And the fact that there are like 8 selectors where I can get up to 2 full tier 5 CCs based on classes what I need. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till July deals to claim Eternity of Pain rewards. He's not saying don't claim them at all. He's just saying claim them later. And I 100% agree with that. It's always the case when you want to make decisions whilst having as much information as possible. Right? So, for instance, when you have, I don't know, a very good example, right? If you get a 6-star Awakening Gem Crystal and the tier 5 CC selector, do you want to choose the tier 5 CC before you see what Awakening Gem you get? No, you want to see which Awakening Gem you're gonna get, so you want to open the crystal first, see which class it is, see if that affects or changes whatever your ranking plans are, and then you want to, you know, select tier 5 CC of whichever class you need, whether it is the class that you got your Awakening Gem for, or it is a different class if you don't think that Awakening Gem is going to be useful right now. That always is the case in this game and virtually everywhere in life. Whenever you make a decision, you want to be as informed as humanly possible. You know, in ideal circumstances. And the same thing here, you know, before you select 2 tier 5 CCs that you want to grab, you want to know exactly, you know, how your next big opening is gonna go. Which champions you're gonna get, which not. Or even to a smaller degree, for instance, you want to know what kind of tier 5 CCs you're gonna open from July opening.
Messiah 66 $4.99. Boo bring back Dapper KT Boo lol. Smiley face. Man dancing.
Thank you, Messiah, for the 5. I actually do have a new suit that I did get, you know, when I went to London for my girlfriend's nephew's first Holy Communion thing. And meet her family. So I did buy a quite nice new suit, like waistcoat and all. Didn't cheap out on that one. Because I don't buy new suits that frequently and stuff like that, I figured I might as well buy a decent one. So I got it from Next. You know, quite liked it. So I could do a Dapper stream. Question is, we'll see. But thank you, Messiah. Hey, what's up, Marine? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I think about military. No, there is no point in dual AW gems. They're just gonna give the generic one. Sauron, any good attacker? If you run Liquid Courage Double Edge, he's decently. He's not amazing, but decently. And my grand loves you. Well, I'm glad to hear about that, Wolverine. I'm glad to hear that. Is Triennium? No, it's just that cow crystal that's for a specific year. If you go to Crystal tab, you're gonna see what he's talking about. Oh, sorry, it was... Oh, the Kang bundle? Sorry, but it was talking... Oh, yeah, fair enough. Think about military. One of these college friends wasted their savings on last Cyber Weekend deals. Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of people do that. And it's not funny, you know, you shouldn't laugh. It's a legitimate problem with these things when people spend money that I don't have. I have done it. I have quite literally, you know, screwed myself over to a point where I'm panicking because I spent the money that I didn't have in this game. And it sucks. It's a fucking miserable, embarrassing feeling when, you know, obviously you think about it. But these games always are designed in a specific way to reel you in. These games have a lot of tricks, emotional manipulation, and, you know, psychology behind them to encourage as many people to not think about anything else but just the potential goodies that you could have and stuff like that. I think on July 4th, the money I spent, I could. There you go, Ryan. I'm not saying not spend money. If you enjoy the game, you know, you can spend on the game. I'm just saying, you know, it's at the end of the day still a game. If it makes you compromise in real life, if it, you know, if it's the difference between so I can spend on July 4th or go on holiday, you know, with my family, or so I can spend on July 4th or, you know, eat better or pay all my bills or whatever else, or, you know, you should probably pick the things that help you in life rather than this stuff. I claim them because I know exactly what I'm an next rank for server Hulk. That's fair enough. If you know exactly what you're gonna do, again, fair enough. I don't, for instance. I still haven't 100%, you know, decided. So yeah. I'll just wait. Especially because even if I got them right now, even if I got my Eternity of Pain rewards right now, I still, you know, can't rank for anyone with them. So there's no reason not to wait. You know, it's not like I need to desperately seek somebody out. It's not like I need desperately any catalysts. You know, I actually have been kind of hoarding my catalysts. How close to 30 tier 5 basics now. I don't get the post-fight summary or whatsoever. It's not weird, Jeffrey. It's a setting that you need to enable. You need to go to game settings and enable beta features to get that post-fight screen. So it's nothing to do with phone or Android or iPhone or any of that stuff. It's just which settings you have enabled in the game. You need to enable the opt-in beta features button. That's about it. What are my predictions for July 4th offers? I should be making a video, I think, on it today. No, I do expect that to be a 3 to 4 gem. I do expect that to be worst case scenario, about half the tier 5 basic in audience. You've been very useful in catching back up. Thanks, man. You're welcome, German, and I'm glad to see you back. I'm glad to see you back, German. Because even if I get lucky in tier 4th offers, I want Hercules and Spidey's. Oh, there you go. 45k what? Oh, that per stream? Sure, yeah, we can do one with 45k. I'm off to a good start to the week. Still waiting for the week. I don't know. 2 tier 5 CC in every class. I need 6 zones. No, that's very good, Michael. I don't even have 2 tier 5 CCs in every class. I only have 2 classes with 2. I have 1 tier 5 CC in 4 of the classes and 2 in 2 others. Hoping the July 4th offers because not gonna spend anymore. There you go. Exactly, Meliodas. You see, expecting a new baby, that's way more important than this game. And spending on this game. Yeah, I will make a video today reminding on that giveaway. Yes, I will do that. I'm subbing? What are you talking about, Yolra? I mean... And... Either way, man. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't feel like this is a place for you to hang out, then... Sorry about that. Do you have... I haven't watched anything on Twitter, sorry, Youngin. What tweet... What was it about? My CEO to 1 million? Sorry, I don't quite get that. They released the new 6-star features as part of... I think it's possible. I think if they are smart, they will. They have done it in past. They have done it a couple times in past, yeah. They released new feature crystal in part of those bundles. So yeah, I do think it's possible. Well, staff meeting after Xmas broke wallet. Okay, and tomorrow is a new day. You're amazing. Made sure to get a haircut and go gas before running. Life is slow. Well, yeah, true. So anyways, Jeffrey. Hope all is well with you. I don't even actually know whether I'm using the beta in particular. I know I had it on for a while, I had it off, and I didn't notice virtually any difference. I think when it's on, I can't even tell, to be honest, at the moment. It's happening. The problems still exist. Alright, Jeffrey. Thank you for that. But again, you don't have to join whenever you pop in, you know. You don't have to be a member to kind of, for me to read your messages and stuff like that. Especially if you... Here's the way I look at things. If you're consistently waiting for next paycheck to do something, you can't afford to do something. Like, if you're waiting to get paid to go out for a meal, you can't afford to go out for a meal. If you're waiting to get paid to, you know, buy some offers in the game or buy some units in the game, you can't afford to buy units in the game. If you're waiting to get paid in order to, you know, kind of do some activities that require spending money, it's like, you can't afford those activities. So, you know, not that I'm the best person to give any kind of fiscal advice to anybody, but I definitely do recommend thinking it more in that type of lines, man. Like, I definitely know that I'm guilty of that. I do things that I can't afford to do, and then I'm pissed off at myself for doing them. For the 2020 10 champion next is for 4k units. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. If you got something good for it, fair play. I didn't buy that Nexus. Because I didn't think it's worth that many units. But, you know, I can get why people go for it. He didn't think you need a haircut. Your hair looks fine. I do need a beard trim, though, probably. Maybe I need this slight clip on hairs as well. I don't know, we'll see what I do. What's up, Ethereal Studios? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. 68k 6-star shots and deals. I expect 6-star shots to be one of those things that I make like alternate choices on, if you know what I mean. At least that has always been the case recently, where, for instance, spring cleaning, because you had to either specifically want to pick up 6-star shards, or you could pick up rank up materials and stuff like that. And 6-star shards almost always were the thing that I kind of pass out on, because I think the value of 6-star shards overall has decreased. So, you know, I'd rather take a bunch of TFI basics than, I don't know, 10 or 20 or 30,000 6-star shards. And again, I get that it's from my personal perspective, because I already have a jacked account and I'm much more bothered about ranking up as many champions as, you know, as I can, because I have most of the champions that are worth ranking up. Then I am bothered in spending 100, 200, 300,000 6-star shards and getting some champion quicker than eventually I'll get anyways. Like, at the moment I want Scorpion. I really do want Scorpion. But I'm not going to be hunting every 6-star shard. I know if I don't get Scorpion in this feature, you know, eventually he's going to come in the basic. And if I really will want Scorpion, I can grind for him in that basic arena. If I don't grind him for that basic arena, eventually there's going to be 2022 champion selector or 2022 champion Nexus and stuff like that. That I will have decent chance of getting that Scorpion. And eventually I will get that Scorpion. You know, there are very, 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 very few champions that over the course of a couple of years, you know, you turn up not getting. We all have those white whales, but there aren't many of them. And the thing is, the game doesn't stop if you don't have a single champion, you know what I mean? You might not have Hercules, for instance, very important champion, but it's like, are you unable to play the game? Are you unable to, you know, compete? No, you know, it's a one champion a roster does not make. So I think it's much better to have, let's say, I don't know, 5 rank 3 more than that one specific champion. Your latest new amazing 6 stars? At the moment, my next one that I want the most is definitely Scorpion. Have a rank 5 Mr. Fantastic. Is he worth high SIG? Yeah. He's very much so worth SIG investment, I think. Varies from roster to roster, but could you recommend going for Act 6 completion after getting cow or going through the variant content? It depends how capable you are. Here's the thing what I recommend doing. I recommend pushing forward as quickly as you can, as long as you're not banging your head against the wall. If you're playing 6.2 and you need to use a revive or 2 on a path, and, you know, I don't know, if you complete 6.2 in like 10 revives, it's fine. If you catch yourself using 4 or 5 revives on a single path, stop. Go do something else, let your roster improve, come back, you know, once you have replenished your revive stash, once you have some more rank ups. I recommend always judging it kind of by yourself. If you can do a piece of content without, again, banging your head against the wall and just throwing revives as a slot machine against some boss, go do that. Why not? There's no good reason not to do that. You know, yeah, some fights might be harder, you know, but that's the point. As long as you can do it without compromising your account's resources and stuff like that, it's always a good thing. Try and get to the next progression level, try and get to as high content as possible, even if it's slightly harder. It doesn't matter whether, you know, you finish a quest when you have 1 champion alive and with 20% of health, or you finish that quest 3 months later with, you know, higher ranked champions and all five of them are alive and you have 60% health, all of them. It doesn't matter. You still finish the quest if you didn't use many items or, you know, hardly any items. It's all the same. So it's always better to try and push quicker, higher, until you start using resources that, again, you might not have or might be better used elsewhere. You know what I mean? Until you start banging your head against the wall. Then it's different. Then you should take a step back. That's when you should just kind of chill for a bit, improve your roster, and make sure that when you come back you don't need to use as many items. Recently explored Act 7, almost every single fight defender would clinch you special one. Oh yeah, AI has been weird for last month or so, like more weird than usual. Here's a break. RNG record. I break the... What RNG record? Okay. Oh. It goes past my eyes. Diction is beast. Thanks for the logic, common sense about budgeting. Not beating myself up. Enjoy your coffee. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. And, yeah, addiction is a beast. I completely agree to that. What did Messiah say again? Thoughts on Ebony Maw? I think Ebony Maw is quite awesome. I have a rank 3, and I think he's very, very good. I put him in my Mystic top 10. Aside from hype, where should you test power control? I do think that you should test different types of power control. I mean, what type of power control are you looking for? For instance, it's always quite important how well champions deal with stuff like kinetic transference, in my opinion. Not just, you know, oh, you know, they get power gain buff, stuff like that. Where else? There is a 7.4 path where opponents... Oh, yeah, that path. 7.4, I think it was in first or second quest, where they had that blade node on, where, you know, based on that amount of hits, they retain power from that special attack by 10%. So if you hit them 10 times before they throw special attack, they basically don't use any power, stuff like that. I think that was in 7.4 somewhere. And the entire point of that lane was pretty much power control. So I think that's a fairly decent idea. How it isn't a power control? Explain to me. Surge protector. It is by definition like a power control. Because you are controlling opponent's power, because otherwise they get a shit ton of special attacks and there's very little you can do. It's just one of those power controls that, you know, that isn't as obvious or straightforward. It's kind of like kinetic transference and stuff like that. Well, it isn't a power control Void or anti-venom can handle. Okay, fine. So, in that case is... Aside from Hyperion... Oh, there is that... Isn't that the entire lane where everybody went for that evil Hyperion who gets like shit ton of power control? There is that entire lane that gives opponents... You know, more power in 6.34, 6.35, somewhere there. Whereas I think there's like a, you know, Green Goblin or Dr. Octopus or something on that lane, and before that. I'm sure you know where that power... It's not just powerful from afar, because it also has that mixture of... they gain a power gain buff X amount of time or something like that. Puncher 2099 is very good, yes. Just attempt the Grandmaster boss and I feel I'll come back with more revives and so I can push more. Well, the Grandmaster boss... oh yeah, the Grandmaster boss is not one of my favorite fights, but it's a fair fight. Grandmaster boss is a fight that you can solo with a ton of champions. It entirely depends on you. There is some RNG in it, but still you can, you know, play through it and it's just a matter of practice. It's quite literally just a matter of practice, nothing else. Of course you did, didn't you? Why would you? You bastard. Hey. I dashed back on that one. Just got Thronebreaker. Should I still keep leveling up 5 stars? I'd focus on 6 stars. Here's the thing. I need to make this video separate again. I'm not sure if I had made it in past, but I definitely need to remind people of this message. In my opinion. This is how you should approach ranking of 5 stars if you already have relatively well established 6-star account. Right. Rank up 5 stars if, number 1, you have rank up gems. If you do, if a new variant comes out or you have saved up some, don't save up those rank up gems, just rank them up. You know, you can rank up 5 stars and freely whoever you want. You have 5-star, you know, explore variant, you have 5-star 4 to 5 gem, use it. Rank up 5 stars, number 2, if they are exclusive 5 stars that are still relevant and still capable, aka Magic and Quake. You know, Wolverine, maybe. Sure, why not? You can rank those up without thinking too much. You know, I have 5-star Wolverine, I have 5-star Magic. Yeah, sure, rank them up. They're good save champions. Like, I still used Magic in like 3 or 4 wars this season as like one of, you know, and took quite a lot of fights with 5-star Magic in tier 1 wars, top 10 masters. And the third case is rank up a 5-star. Well, there are 4 cases in total. So the third case is you rank up a 5-star if there is an immediate benefit for you something. If you're struggling with a piece of content, if you need help with something, if you're getting stuck on something, if you know for a fact you're having a hard time dealing with specific fights, and there will be immediate benefit to you right now if you rank up that 5-star. As in, you know, that 5-star is worth ranking up if it is going to help you right now. For instance, a good example of this was Karina challenges. I ranked up a handful of 5 stars. You know, in some of those Karina challenges, for instance, you could only use 5 stars. And, you know, I ranked up a schoolgirl to rank 4 because I needed somebody to defeat that Medusa boss. Sure enough, you know, I ranked her up. And I ranked up a 5-star Anti-Venom. Didn't have a 6-star one. I think Anti-Venom was, you know, very important for my Abyss Symbiote run. I didn't want to, you know, mess around too much or make my run quite inconvenient. I knew for a fact if I rank up Anti-Venom, I'm going to have significantly easier time dealing with, you know, X, Y, or Z fights in that Abyss run. So I ranked up a 5-star Anti-Venom. Don't regret it, you know, don't have much need for him now, but I feel like he kind of deserved his catalyst already. And the last one is just for fun. If you really like some champion and you just want to have some fun, because, you know, yeah, you can use 5 stars still in monthly cav quests, you can use 5 stars, you know, for arenas, you can use 5 stars in Act 6, Act 7 quite easily, without much problem. And if you really like that champion, yeah, go for it. But that's virtually it. If you think that, oh, this 5-star is a very good champion and it's very nice to have it ranked up, don't. You know, eventually you're probably gonna get the 6-star, or if you're not gonna get the 6-star, you're gonna get another champion that can handle similar fights. You know what I mean? So those are the conditions, in my opinion. It's a pragmatic play to rank up 5-star champions in the game right now as a Thronebreaker or Paragon. Hope that makes sense. I was just paraphrasing, but my point is between Seed and Ridge, the man carried Mike, most few others. I find your approach and opinion the most logic mathematic based. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. I do donate, it'll be well deserved. That's all, thanks. There's value to it. And you know, I'm glad to hear that, and I do appreciate that. You know, messages like that and words like that do matter, because it's not like I'm consistently seeking validation from anybody. But you know, it's still nice to get some, even when you're not necessarily looking for one. You have the high ground. You have nothing, Messiah. You have nothing. No, wait, that's me. I have nothing. Never mind. Professor Katie putting me in sleep order. Well, please accept my apologies. But you should be sleeping anyway, so it's a good thing. So you're welcome, you little asshole. I mean, big asshole, but whatever. Somebody's having it's probably gonna be top 15. I normally do top 15 on top gems. But no, I'm not having tough time. I actually haven't even started thinking about it. I just didn't want to do anything. Like, I didn't check my line, and I didn't do anything in the last 2 days. I don't know. I just kind of burned out. My head went a bit to shit, and I went to a somewhat unhappy place for a bit. And, you know, it's entirely up to me, and it's up to me to crawl out from it. So I'm doing my best. Rank up 5 stars if I need synergy, but very sparingly. Yeah, no, I don't even rank up 5 stars if you need synergy. Because, you know, typically, if you need synergy, you need synergy. It doesn't matter whether the champion's rank 1 or rank 5. If I need that synergy all the time, everywhere, I might do it. But definitely not, you know. And if the champion's, like, very good. Somebody's... Somebody's being noisy outside. Very funny what? I take Ultron from rank 1 to 5 for 7.4 Kang exploration, cost me 3 million gold. Now I'm running short. Oh well, but on the bright side, you have a rank 5 Ultron. So, nobody says zebra? Zebra. No, it's zebra. My first 6 star was Yellow Jackal, speaking of power control. Or Sting anyway. Yellow Jacket's actually kind of low-key cool. I took my Yellow Jacket to rank 3. Not that I use him a ton, but I do like him. Are you going to open all your biologies before July 4th? I'm not sure. It depends. I'm gonna see July 4th offers first, and then I'm gonna figure out whether I will or won't. I think that's a fair statement there. You know? Well, not thank you. I will tease you with BGs, me becomes. Well, you can tease me as much as you want. If you think that's the best thing you can do right now. It's like there is nothing you can do to me that I haven't done to myself already. But yeah, I don't plan on opening my battleships yet. I also don't plan on necessarily, you know, getting all the July 4th offers unless they're like very, very good. Then I might want to try and get as many as I can, but I'm quite sure that I can't afford to get, you know, more than a couple $100 worth. We don't king shame? We definitely do not. What's up, Logic? How are you doing? Is there game 10 champ next for 5k units? You know, if that's what you wish for, fair enough, but that would also be something that I can quite easily pass on. Have you seen Lightyear? No, I haven't. Haven't also seen latest like Toy Stories or like Ice Ages. I don't know, I just don't care for them that much anymore. I know these latest Pixar or Disney cartoons, you know, I just don't watch them, period. Even without that whole controversy thing about Lightyear. But yeah, you know, like I did see, for instance, Encanto, but that's because my girlfriend kind of made me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't, however, turn it on myself either. You ranked up Strife? I did for Abyss. I ranked up Strife. As in, yeah. Sorry for the mutant abyss run. Minions though. Like again, my girlfriend's probably gonna want to watch Minions. And you know, I'm possibly gonna watch it with her, but like I don't know, I just don't care for them that much anymore. Someone wonder, Katie, how you afford offers without having a real life job? Well, I do make money with videos. That's quite simple as that. And other than that, you know, it is becoming kind of harder and harder. I do budget quite a lot. And you do have to kind of obviously make your compromises. And, you know, people have this impression, because I have a big account, that I spend a lot of money on the game. I really don't. Like, you know, typically don't open any cow crystals, or if I do, then, you know, a couple of them. And, yeah, you know, it's just that I have played this game a lot for a very, very long time, quite diligently. Is much, you know, more the cause of having, you know, as high hero base rating and stuff like that, than the fact that I obviously spend money on offers, but I am quite selective on which offers I spend. I always put up few priorities. Like at the moment, obviously rank 4 materials, and everything else, like all of these Nexus is what they do 2020 and stuff, I just don't particularly care about. Also in like with July sales, you know, when we're gonna pick the bundles, if there's going to be some, you know, if there's going to be 50,000 6-star shards and some other crap in it, you know, I'm probably going to pass it if the price on it is too high. I just care for rank 4 materials, rank 3 materials to a degree, and if I can, as in like a you know, optional extra 6 stones. So those are the things to focus on. Do you sell all tier 1 alpha you get? I have sold a few of them, but I don't have to sell all of them, because I do keep getting few new 5-stars now and then, and you know, in order to take 5-star from rank 1 to rank 3, it's like what, 11 tier 1 alphas immediately there. So whenever you yeah, I hunt new 5-stars. I hunt some those exclusive 5-star stuff like that, but I have had to sell tier 1 alphas a few times, but not often. When will the updates be coming for July month? It's probably either tomorrow or Friday. I don't know. Yeah, all my 5-stars pretty much go to rank 3, and that's it. So I'm saying hater towards Russians, the terrorist rocket attack on a shopping mall in pretty much is just horrendous. I'm finishing my breakfast and going to Canada. Yeah, I heard about it in news, and you know, there's nothing I can say to, you know, change the feeling. War in general is just an absolutely horrible no good thing, and man, I don't know, world's just a fucked up place, especially in situations like this. That's one of the things that I never got this. You know, I still remember when the war started, I was thinking, it's like, what's the fucking point of this so-called civilization, and you know, all of us being, you know, what's the best way to put it? It seems quite moronic, stupid, to debate some fucking pronouns and whatever other shit when, you know, you can't even, as a world collectively, you know, stop an actual fucking war. And, you know, it's not just Ukrainian war, it's just also, you know, the horrible things that are happening in Rwanda, I think. And but it, you know, for me, obviously, because this Russian-Ukrainian conflict brings back of a lot of kind of personal history of my country, and it's also very, very close, and the danger is very like legitimate to my family. So I know there's always like, but what about this place? But what about this place? And I always hate those people in arguments who do that. But the point is, all of it's bad. But the fact is that each and every single one of us obviously will care about something more than we would, you know, against things that are happening further away from us, or things that we don't think necessarily affect us. The base point is, it's just fucking awful. Like that still shit like that can happen in the world. For what it's worth, Volodya, I think you're doing great. You haven't given up, and I know you're working with journalists and, you know, doing whatever you can to help people and your country. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, that's what man should be. So, you know, stay tough, lad. Yeah, your comments are... Oh, crap. If your comments are like from 5 minutes ago, well, that's the price of... Well, first of all, you might need to refresh the stream. Maybe that's the issue. Second of all, I try to read all of the comments and give them some attention, or most of the comments anyways. And that will mean that at times it takes me a while to get to a specific comment, because I don't want to just ignore them. I wish they gave me a champion selector for 5-star. Yeah, I doubt they're gonna do that, but hey, who knows, maybe. It offers the deductions from your taxes. This is work differently when you're... And I can, obviously. In this case, well, I mean, deductions, but it's not like you flat out save that money. But it does work that way, yes. But deduction from taxes isn't necessarily, you know, a saving in my money. It just reduces the amount of the money that I get taxed for. You know what I mean? What's up, Carunus? Anyhow, thanks you for asking. It wouldn't be underwhelming in a stream with war politics. No, it's fine, I get it. And it's not always, well, it's not never easy to talk about things like that. And obviously, I don't want to talk about it every single time I go live, but at the same time, you know, you are a regular viewer, and I don't want to ignore any of that stuff either, just because I think that would be kind of disingenuous. A lot of people like to shy away from bad things, horrible things, and every single one of us are guilty of it at times, when you just don't want to deal with something because it's hard or difficult. Sometimes you have to. You buy, for example, the offer of 1k units and research, you're obligated to buy the offer 35k. Well, no. It's going to be kind of like a store where you're going to be able to buy whichever bundles you want. You're not going to be obligated to buy anything. It's just going to be a store where there's going to be specific sets of offers. And, you know, some are going to have resources in it, some are going to have shards in it, and you can buy any of those. No, you're not obligated or forced or kind of limited to any one of them specifically. Locating in Yellow Jacket, and my naive self said hello. I mean, Yellow Jacket I personally quite like. I think Yellow Jacket is underestimated, and what I personally like is the huge energy and physical resistance. And also the fact that what's the best way to put it? He reduces the healing passively without any debuffs and stuff like that, so that's quite cool. So I do think there are some very, very cool things. I think if they just gave him somewhat more damage, it would be much better. How many won? You typically need, well, not typically. Last time around you needed to spend 5,000 units in the cheap 1-2k offers to get to 5k unit offers. So when you spend 5,000 units, you unlock the big offers. Like long. Ooh, thank you very much, Chris, man. I appreciate that.
Shut up and take my money.
I appreciate that a lot, man.
123 to 456 Chris $49.99. Long time no talk, bro, and thanks for the alliance dip a year ago. Regardless what these social media warriors say, there's plenty more of us that appreciate you. So
Oh. I didn't even know. Did they say something about me recently? I mean, they always say something on me, but thank you very much, Chris, and yeah, obviously there is quite active group of people who really don't like me, and that's one thing that I don't get. You know, I by definition, you know, don't oppose them or any other group specifically. I'm kind of like team me. You know, I like to look at each issue individually, and most importantly, here's the biggest difference why I don't get about all of this stuff. I never go to other people's Twitter threads or YouTube videos and kind of like try to diss on them if I hear something that I don't like. My natural instinct, you know, is not to watch something on Netflix that I'm absolutely horrified by, keep watching it, and then write a complaint later to Netflix. You know what I mean? I just don't. So it's always kind of ironic to me that you know, they are always after the people who kind of want to do their own thing. You know, I'm perfectly happy with everybody liking whatever they like and doing whatever they want to do. I'm not happy when somebody's trying to force me or anybody else to like the same things, you know, as some sort of religious cult. And as soon as people kind of stop talking and discussing things, is, you know, when shit typically happens bad. I just don't understand why people don't like it so much. Why it is such a big problem for somebody to say, I don't necessarily agree with you, you know, I'm fine with you thinking whatever you're thinking. I don't want to change your opinion. You can believe whatever you want to believe, you know, just don't go apeshit on me. But it's like, no, you don't like something enough, you don't support something enough, therefore we must have you. It's like, fuck off. If I were you, I would think hard about how to get relatives out of Latvia. You probably still have a couple of years. Yeah, I know, Volodya. I have thought about it, and when it all kicked off, I don't want to get it all on the stream, but my mother was panicking and crying on the phone as well, and when it all started, we kind of played a bit of a game, how to get her mind off it, because obviously she's still in Latvia. So we quote unquote played the game of evacuate Latvia, right? It's actually kind of like plan how to do it, and you know, we sent over some money so she can get kind of like an emergency bag. And yeah, I know what you mean, Rolly. Obviously, you know, my home is on the edge as well. This is the first year in a while I'm not excited about the deals. Interesting. I don't know. I know some people are always very excited, some people not so much. Mirrorverse, here's the thing, if anything, the symbol of Kabam to me is a deterrent from picking up a new game. You know, I genuinely don't think Kabam is overly capable, you know, company. I think whoever made this game initially had a great idea. It worked out great. I think the people who are actually responsible for this game being successful long probably don't work in Kabam anymore. And I do think that the people that are there now are not necessarily the people whose new projects I want to support. Maybe I'll check out Mirrorverse. I've heard some good things, but you know, on a personal level, if I, you know, heard a poster of some new game release that looked awesome, and if they had an company named Kabam associated with it, I wouldn't consider that as an encouragement. You know, this is a quality game where, you know, we don't overly monetize the rewards and where there are no bugs. You know, that this obvious opposite from the experience. So why would I want to subject it to myself again? So yeah, so in that type of regard, the fact that Kabam is making Mirrorverse, if anything, makes me want to check out less than if some other game made it. Just because I know so deeply and intimately how this company operates. What's up, AlienX? How are you doing? Started grinding units in Arena soon and started regular grinding units this year. Yeah, grinding units in Arena can get you a ton of units. You know, again, 2,000 units or so a week. It's quite a lot. Robert Bish, yeah, Robert Bish just kind of quit halfway through. So, up Superman 95, how are you doing? Anything happen earlier? No, I don't think so. And watch King of the Table for on Saturday evening. I don't know what you're talking about, Luke, but hey, as long as you had fun. When is the next KT time? Probably next week, most likely, where we're going to talk about the deals and the other things. Are you Latvian? Yes, I am Latvian, Jeffrey. And it's not the same thing as Latveria, even though a lot of people like to pretend that it is the same place. And there's the kind of like running gag that Doom is my neighbor, and he's actually a very shitty neighbor. Steals my Wi-Fi, always comes to borrow shit, never brings it back. And yeah, he's a very, very crappy neighbor. Oh. Спасибо, товарищ. About what, Jeffrey? What's up, Katie? I haven't caught a live stream in a while, but still watching all your videos. Thank you, Samurai. I actually hadn't streamed in a few days now. Yeah, I totally understand that. The sad part is just saying, like, all the comments are hereby they have been discussed. Yep. Pretty much that. Your point of. Yeah, no, I do understand, Jeffrey. Don't worry about that. I myself kind of keep an eye on for those things. AT looks like Red Guardian. Maybe I do. Maybe. I absolutely hated what they did to Red Guardian in MCU though. They made him into a bloody Homer Simpson. You know what I always thought from the very beginning in this game? When two champions fight each other, they should activate synergies if they have a corresponding synergy. I think that would be such a cool gangster move. For instance, like, you know, Immortal Abomination and King Groot has a synergy. That synergy in that fight should activate. Not like, obviously, from entire opponent's team, just against the champion that fights another champion. That would give such a cool and layer of depth to the game more as well. What's my favorite synergy? Probably still the Nick Fury Quake one. I think it's an insanely good synergy with two insanely good champions. Upcoming Red Guardian a few months ago. Well, we don't know if it was a Red Guardian though. It has never been confirmed. It could have been Red Guardian, could have been technically I think Rhino, I think it could have been Black Widow. Could have been several different characters. Appreciate all your replies. It's kind of a novelty considering I see this stream thing every Tuesday. I never clicked on it till tonight, and you're replying to me, which is funny because I watch you. Well, again, had you clicked sooner, you would have figured it out sooner that I do reply to vast majority of the messages. Picture Doom, what's cutting Katie's hair. Still live in UK, man. I still live in UK. There's no Doom what's here. Hey, what's up, Nanny? Petrify, Yellow Jacket, you were hanging on something. No, Yellow Jacket has Petrify, but he also has that heal modification without any debuffs, without having to drop that level 2, based on how many of those nuclear charge thingies he has. So I think that's very, very cool. I just wish it was more potent. I wish it was like, you know, 150% more potent or something like that. So you could actually reverse the healing properly without having to place any debuffs on opponents and stuff. When top 10 champions video coming, it should probably be today. Oh crap. You little... Whoa. What the hell do you think you're doing? Man, I swear to God, these people in arena these days. What the hell? Still sly away there. So why does it ever go to 0 or under 40, you know? Yeah, I do think that they were kind of overly cautious with Yellow Jacket. I do think that they needed to increase his damage. I also do think that... I think with Yellow Jacket, what would be a perfect thing? If his SIG ability also applied to his level 1 power stings, but they would have put a limit on, like, the power stings that you can stack. You know, like, I don't know, 15 or something. Or there was a... That SIG ability had additional line that maybe let you reapply them with, like, small rod or something like that. You know what I mean? Because at the moment, that SIG ability just reapplies the level 3 power sting, and at SIG 200, you know, it's guaranteed perma power sting. I do think that, you know, they should have put on, like, limit 10 power stings or something like that on Yellow Jacket's level 1 power stings, and also let them reapply. Then he would be so much better as champion. New AW Global and Paper. I haven't given it too much thought, actually. I haven't followed much MCOC recently. I do think it
What the fuck is going on?
looks somewhat troublesome, but we'll see. You know, all of these global tactics initially kind of all look the same, you know, like a huge pain in the ass, and then the big question is whether we do or don't find good ways to deal with them. And if we do, then it's not going to be a major issue, no matter how it looks on paper. Can you show? Oh, my current mastery setup is a mess. If you want to see my mastery setup, just type in KT1 Masteries, and there's a video from a couple months ago, the latest one that I uploaded, where I show all my mastery setups. This current mastery setup is it's kind of like a makeshift thing that I kept on. It was the best way to put it. I had to have a very peculiar mastery setup for my last fights in Alliance War season, because I was using magic, and it's a 5-star magic against mini bosses, so I ended up putting up max double edge, no liquid courage, also max recoil, and I still have max recoil, which is obviously something that I don't recommend anybody to run under any circumstance, aside from this like specific situation that I have found myself in, you know, with using 5-star magic in Alliance War. So what I did for that final fight is I had saved up 2 mastery points that I didn't particularly need in that Mangog fight. Actually, I saved 3 mastery points because I also switched off dexterity. But anyways, back to the point. So I put on the dex after my final fights in Alliance War season 34. I just put on back 1 point in dexterity, added 2 points in liquid courage, so I don't even have max liquid courage, but I do have max recall still. And yeah, extra recall takes more health. No, it's not 15%. It's 5, 7.5, and 10%. Like you can, oh, you're not gonna see it here, but it's 5, 7.5, and 10%. And the damage increase in your special attacks, I think it's something like 30%, 45%, and 60%. But you know, that's kind of like the point with magic, obviously, because your special attacks hit harder. And with magic, actually taking more recoil is a good thing. Because of limber and recovery, you recover 115% of the damage you have taken. So, in real terms, every time you use a special attack with magic in the fight, you take 10% of your health as damage, but you regenerate 11.5%. Plus, if you happen to take some block damage whilst the limbo is active, that, you know, still increases the amount of extra health that you get. So if you run max recoil, magic actually turns into a quite potent, yeah, Limbo, yes, Limbo, not Limbo. Magic turns into a quite a potent regeneration machine because you keep spamming your level 2s. Every time you use a level 2, you regenerate, you know, 1.5% health or more, and that covers your chip damage for most part. And obviously your specials do more damage, which again means that with Mystic Power Boost you get back more power, which means you trigger Limbo more often, which means you again get to regenerate more. So, you know, max recoil, max double edge, no liquid courage is kind of like a magic specific setup. And yeah, and you do not put up liquid courage because you do not want A, to have any debuff on you at all because of opponents might be running despair. That's another thing as well that could screw up with your game plan. And the second thing is that, yeah, the poison itself reduces the level of healing that you get, and it's just not quite worth it. I have not done July 4th prediction yet, but I will. Hopefully today less. I'm just curious, try not knowing who made it. Like graphics card, you might go next 5-star. Oh yeah, you see, based on what you said, Jeffrey, that you can, you know, buy max tier instantly. You know, I have very little interest to play that game. Hey, what's up, white YouTube user? How are you doing? Killmonger fights, I used to take so many of those Killmonger fights. In the old AW, yeah. Look, I'll check when I get home from work. Fair enough, yeah. I should have it up at some point today. I have quite a lot of videos to make today, so hopefully I don't spaz my brain out and go back to how I was yesterday or day before. Hopefully I can make this happen. Let's see you back. Well, I gotta do something, don't I? I like food. What's up, Mark? How are you doing? Thanks again, making 7 a day. Who knows? Hopefully I'll well, I'm not gonna make 7 today, but I probably should make quite a few today if my brain doesn't spaz out. Okay, so let's get to 450k here and then see how many units have we grinded today. Fair disclaimer, I did grind for about half an hour before the stream started to get the streaks going in a few arenas, but let's see how many units we're gonna end up with. Make your guesses, Lance. Will we get over 8,000 units? Or won't we? What's up, Red? How are you doing? Clapped down. Do. Recorded Jane Foster for Damage.com. I haven't recorded her yet because the update is not coming out today, is it? Update's coming out like next week. So I'll record Jane Foster. You know, probably on Sunday or Monday morning before the update comes. What's up, noob mother? How are you doing? God the God Killer Valkyrie. Yeah, we'll see how both of them are. Valkyrie's skill, Gore is cosmic. Let's see what they do with them. Tanking videos have been going down really well. I saw you're remaining authentic in them. Prove with your advice. With your advice. Well, thank you. I know a lot of people always get triggered by the ranking videos. You know, because it's impossible not to see the same things in the same way. It's like, oh my god, I have literally, like, there is so many comments like, oh, like, you know, you placed that champion there, I have officially lost respect for your opinion. I'm like, well, cool, never had any for yours anyways. And then I realized that I don't need to engage with those people, and I don't post the comment. But yeah, you know, people always get quite agitated when I don't think the way they are told to think, you know, because that's the funny thing is, you know, the people for most part is like, oh, these YouTubers said that these champions are so good, or, you know, there is this clip of this champion doing this amazing thing, therefore this champion must be amazing. How dare you not think the same way that I have been told to think. Like, oh my. That's such a funny thing today in general, not just in this game. Is that, you know, I have been told to think this way, therefore you must also. It's like, how about you think for yourself? What's that? You'll get 8k units? Are you sure about that, Elliot? Well, hopefully I do. Anyways, well, let's see. Let's see what I can claim then. Right? Haha. So 7825. So need 175 units, right? Raking in all them goodies. Is that it? At least this story isn't skill. Which story you mean? Oh. Did I get to claim last ones of these? Double checking. Yeah, okay, fine. Last ones of these. Double checking. Okay, fine. Last ones of these. Well, alright then. Looks like I have claimed everything. Yep. 8,095. Sweet. People lost their mind when Bishop was ranked so high. Yeah, I know. But like in practical reasons right now. It's like, why the hell not? You know, like Professor X, how do you dare to rank Professor X that low or something like that? It's like, but do you see Professor X used everywhere like all that much? Professor X can do great things, but you know, it's not like he's the easiest champion to play in there, and not necessarily because of it. It's just a lot of people don't find it worth using, or don't like it, or don't do it, you know. It's a great champion, sure, but you know, we don't see him destroying alliance wars and quests and whatever else not. Yeah, exactly. I see Professor X very rarely, typically in some sort of, you know, showcase videos or maybe some challenge fights or something like that. So I, you know, thought that's why I'm, you know, in my opinion, he's still very, very good champion, but you know, Limbo, yeah. Anyhow, I think that's it for now. I think that's gonna be the end of today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Huge thank you to Chris for being the chat of the stream. And I shall catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?